Lana! Come on! Look at this!
Noah, did you just wake up?
Yeah.
This is your fault because I just woke up too, and you're the one that scheduled it for 10.
Listen,
Who wakes up at 10?
What's hilarious is it's actually 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast.
Noah!
I have to
having
say,
those dreams?
dude, I have the worst dreams.
Me too!
Like, my dreams suck.
Yeah. No, I know. I've been having, like, night terrors.
Really?
Yeah, it's really scary. I had a night terror about you the other night.
No!
I can't
What?
remember exactly what happened, but we were, like, it was really bad. We were basically running away from the devil. But it's fine. We made it. We're good.
Wait.
Anyways.
You and I were running away from the devil.
From the devil, yeah.
For a second, I thought, like, your night terror was me being the devil. That's way nicer.
Yes, Noah. That's exactly what... That would have been horrifying.
Peter and Lara Jean were on the run from the devil.
They were on the run. You love the sweatshirt?
I love your sweatshirt. I love your sweatshirt so much.
You guys can get your very own sweatshirt.
Yeah.
You look so toasty.
Me? It's because I've been out in the sun quite a little bit.
Yeah.
I have been. It's been nice. I've been doing ice baths every day.
I'm noticing. Why would you do that?
It's a great question. Honestly though, like I enjoy it. Like it feels really nice on the body. I started training recently, so now I'm just like icing.
I love training. Training Noah is my favorite Noah.
Oh my God, we've trained it together, and you kicked my ass.
We trained one time together, and I could barely breathe. I barely made it.
We did a boxing class together, and you killed it. Like I was horrified of your ones and twos.
My ones and twos. That was so fun. Wasn't that so fun?
It was really fun. That guy was really, really great.
Actually, my neighbor the other day, he bought a shirt because it had Favorite Nations on it, so it like FN, but his first name starts with an F and his last name starts with an N. So he was also very excited because it was his initials. So if you guys have FN, you can also buy a namesake shirt.
That's crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, you're just hitting every market, dude. That's wild. Big FN. Now whenever I say FN, I'm going to think of your neighbor.
My neighbor, yes.
Is there any, Lana, you are so beautiful. At 10 o'clock in the morning, how did you manage? I don't understand. This is me at 1 p.m.
I just love the way that you picked up the phone when you're in bed. It's completely dark. I cannot see your face. I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
This guy.
Let's see. I've been doing keto.
What?
Which is the worst, but also the best.
And you're still smiling. It's incredible.
It's incredible. Let's see. What do we... Someone asked us to see your feet.
My feet?
What is that?
I wonder, I'm wearing socks. Does this count?
Oh, look at those toes. Oh, wait, someone said kitchen scene. Wait, kitchen scene with parents. What's the... Wait, the kitchen scene, is that from the first movie?
Yes. Yeah, either after she... Remember when Peter's mom asked about your mom and I got, like, embarrassed?
I love that scene.
But then we were talking about it washing dishes.
Oh, that's what they mean. They keep saying kitchen. And I'm like, what do you mean kitchen?
That's a good one. That kitchen scene was crazy.
Yeah, I think that was like, we shot that scene maybe towards the end of production. And I feel like that was like, we've always been very, very comfortable around each other. But I think that scene and that time that we shot that scene was like the most like just like in sync that we have been together, I think. Does that make sense? Like we've always gotten along from the beginning of production to the end of the first production and vice versa, whatever. But I just
Yes.
feel like we really knew each other, and we really knew each other's hearts when we did that scene. And it was like really refreshing to do something that was like a little bit more just like
Grounded,
like conversational, sharing each other's pain because we, all this stuff. So that's a great scene. Love that scene. Someone said the hot tub scene. That hot tub scene. I don't know. You do the hot tub scene in your ice bath, and I will not be in the ice bath.
Oh my gosh. That's a funny idea.
That hot tub scene was like great for you though, because you got to just sit in the tub.
Like, I literally sat in that tub for about 11 hours.
Did you get pruny? I think you did.
Weirdly, I can't remember getting pruny. I'm sure I did. It's like a naturally occurring thing.
It was like probably very relaxing just to always like be there.
Yeah, it was because the water was like warm, but it wasn't hot.
Yeah, like body temp.
Right. It was like I could sit in there and be very comfortable. Like I remember they were like, "All right, you want to get out? We're gonna switch the shot." And I was like, "No, I'll just stay here. You can like figure out the shot. Or, like I'll be the stand-in." Like
yeah.
Oh, the lantern scene. Someone said the lantern scene. That was a fun one.
Oh, I love.
You can't think about us breaking up on our first date, Cubby.
I love that scene. I love that scene so much. And you're not like posted, like you're like sitting on your side. Oh my gosh, I wish I could. I'm just gonna try. Oh gosh, you know more than. Oh, someone said that I don't want to have sex in the car scene. Okay. When we shot that scene, that was a day.
That's funny. That's funny.
I think that scene was really tough to shoot because Amelia, who plays the amazing Genevieve, and is one of the greatest women in the world, and she is so kind and like vastly different than her character. She is in that scene the whole time, but she's like ducking behind the back seat of the car, and then she pops up to do her part. But it was like super just super weird because you're like having this really intimate scene, and then you know that like Amelia's just like,
hello. I remember that scene because my stomach was growling like crazy, and it was
my God, no!
Like,
I felt so. That was like literally, you guys. His stomach was so. I cannot tell you how loud it was, and like we'll be in the middle of a scene, and then I would just hear. Like, what's wrong with you? No,
it didn't, and it happened like a lot. Like, oh man, because but that car scene's hilarious. It was like I'm not gonna try to like have sex with you. I'm not gonna try to like take your virginity outside of your dad's house.
Like really outside of the house too, like directly.
He's right there.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's what I love so much about Lara Jean. That like sometimes she's so in her head. She's so. She overthinks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So much to the point of where she'll forget sometimes. She'll lose track of like the reality of the situation and get completely overtaken by like the fear of the situation.
Yes. She's like, I don't know what it is, but she'll just, you're right. She completely gets overtaken. She's unable to like think unable to think clearly. She just like, it's like starts to spin out of control. You're right. But I mean, listen, I feel like I do that in real life. So I can relate.
Yeah. No, totally. I feel like it's a constant like, is this a logical freak out? Or am I just emotionally out of whack right now?
Yes, exactly. Is this a logical freak out?
Is this a logical? That's the question that you must ask yourself.
Yeah, seriously, no kidding. I feel like I'm trying to think of like a freak out that I had that was either logical or illogical while we were shooting the movies. Because I have that same like rambling in my head. I don't know if
You didn't really freak out.
You know what I didn't love? I don't love like when we were doing the treehouse scene and this sounds so stupid, but when we were doing the treehouse scene, it was really rainy, and we did that scene for a couple days. It was super rainy, so the ground was super duper wet, and there was so much mud on the ground, and I felt so bad because we were all wearing white shoes, and so every single take after we cut, our costumers had to come in and wipe the mud from the white shoes to make it look like it wasn't raining, and I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, who's like, why are we wearing white shoes in the mud? Like, I feel bad for everyone.
That's like it's one of those like unfortunate things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I love, you know, you must, the first thing you ask yourself is this a logical freak out? The second thing, if the answer is yes, freak out. If the answer is no, then you must ask yourself a second question, which is, do I care?
Yes, do I care, or what do I have to lose? Also, am I freaking out just in my head, or am I involving others in my freak out? I think that's a really great question to ask. Do
Do I care?
Oh, okay. What is your favorite movie from the second? What is your favorite scene from the second movie? Oh, did you just crack your neck?
I did. That was nice.
We all heard it.
You gotta just roll it around, you know? Someone says, are we dating? What is your favorite scene from the second movie? Oh. Yeah, Lana and I are engaged. Oh, really?
Oh. It's a constant miscommunication, Noah.
My bad.
Are we dating? Nope. Yes, actually, we are engaged. You heard it here first. If you would like to attend the wedding, please donate.
Donate right here. If you got, it's true. I'll tell you what. If we reach 5,000 donations right now, I'll propose.
Oh my god! Are we at the bribery stage?
We're at the
bribery stage.
We're at the bribery stage. If we have 5,000 individual donations on this live, I will propose to Lana Condor. I will.
No!
It'll happen.
It's for a cause. It's for a cause.
but then it's gonna be Anthony. Is what like we'll pretend.
It's gonna. How about this? How about you propose to Anthony?
Okay, that I could do.
and then I'll get really jealous, and then it'll be this big blow up where I'm like, how dare you guys? You know, it's the drama. It's living for the drama.
We filmed 3 movies together.
Noah, how have we not like literally? Number one.
Yeah.
How like we did 3 movies together. Number 2, like we still genuinely love each other's company.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Crazy.
Out of 1, 2, and 3, which was your favorite shooting experience?
Oh. Out of 1, 2, and 3, what was my favorite shooting experience?
Yeah. You look really good, by the way. You look nice and toned. Yeah. Yes!
Thank you.
Enough
of that. Oh God, come on. I think honestly, like I like the first one. I like the first one because I was in such a transitioning phase in my life during the first one. And it was like having my own place in a city I'd never been to before, and like meeting you and meeting everyone for the first time. We all kind of just like gelled. Yeah. And we were creating the universe together, you know? Yeah. And then the second and third one was like just so fun because it was like summer camp, we're getting back together.
Yeah.
But I'd say the first one.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first one.
Yeah, I think I've never thought about it like that before, but yeah, I think that was the first time for me as well, shooting the first movie where it's like transitioning into kind of adulthood, like, but also for me, it was like a huge time period where I was like trying to find myself. And I think meeting the full cast and seeing just how beautiful everyone's heart was on the cast was really encouraging, because it made me feel like, also this was like I had been working beforehand, but this was like the most ensemble kind of cast that I'd been a part of. And so being like, wow, all these people are really amazing. They're really, really nice. Like, I'm really excited to keep working in this industry because I know that like there's a lot of talent as well as really good people.
Wow.
It was really fun. And also, I guess it's like shooting the first one, like, I don't think, obviously, no one knew even if it was really going to be seen, let alone received the way that it did. And so it was like almost a bit of a pressure, not a pressure, like not an unwelcomed pressure for the second and the third, but it was a different vibe because we knew like, oh shit, like people are going to actually be watching it. We need to do a good job. Versus the first one, we were all just kind of playing around.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. Like 100%. And we always got to ask the question when we were like going to do like, we always got to ask the question when we were going to do the second and third, like, did you feel pressured when you were coming back to film? Did you feel this? Did you feel that? And it was like, for some reason, like, I don't know about you, I didn't. Like, I never really felt that pressure.
I didn't feel the pressure until like we would be on set and like if there were other people around like watching, like civilians watching, because like there were oftentimes we like civilians just like trying to watch us shoot a scene, or we did parts of the movie in the third movie in New York, and it was really, there's a lot of people around. That's when I felt pressure because I was like, oh my god, like they're watching it in real time.
Yes, you're so right. Or like, remember when we were at the school and we're like doing, so if you guys had seen the movies, you would remember like the track scene in the first movie, and then like there was a track scene in the second movie where we exchanged our Valentine's Day gifts to each other. When we were doing that, there were kids in the school and they were like above in the tower,
they were inside
banging on the windows and like, yeah,
and screaming.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I remember it's like just having to tune that out because you know me, I'm sensitive to sound.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but tuning that out, yeah.
There's like an element of like when you're locked in and when you're doing something and then stuff is happening, you're like,
you're like, focus.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I really am.
No, I remember you were wearing the hoodie. Like, he wore the favorite hoodie for, like, the majority of when we shot 2 and 3. Like, it's honest to God all he ever wore. And I remember seeing it and thinking it was so cool. And I was like, I want one myself. But then that was before the launch of Favorite Nations. And I was so jealous because I really wanted the hoodie. And now you can have one too.
That was crazy because when we were doing 2 and 3, sorry, someone asked a question. That movie with Teenie, I don't know when that's coming out. I hope it comes out soon. But Lana, when we were doing 2 and 3, like the reason I was wearing just Favorite Nations hoodies was literally because we were still designing them. Like I was still in the designing process of it, and I literally had like 30 of them being shipped to me as samples. And by the way, the hoodies are made out of it's 100%. The part of the hoodie that is made out of cotton is 100% organic cotton, and then there's a little bit of polyester in the hoodie, but that's 100% recycled polyester. But the materials that we source to make those hoodies come from leftover materials, so they're 100%. They're sustainable. Wow. It's not like we're creating materials to make these hoodies. These are the scraps that are kind of thrown away, and we take them and then like make our hoodies out of them. But that's why I was wearing them nonstop.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I mean, his packaging, the Favorite Nations packaging is super cool, and like when you get it in the mail, it does say that it's sustainable. But I didn't know to like how much it was. That's super duper cool.
Yeah, it was a huge part of it. It was like, yo, like you're a nonprofit making clothes and selling clothes, but they're destroying the planet.
Right.
Like, can you like so we wanted to be super careful about and selective about the way that we decided to do that. For that very reason, because you know you don't want that. So
yeah,
Lana.
Yeah.
It was a lovely session.
No, right back at you.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Well, I think this is. Do you feel like this is a good time to kind of stop?
I feel so. I do. Okay. I do feel so. You're the best.
Okay.
Have an amazing day, guys. You have an amazing day, and the other guys. And girls on this call have a good day. I'm gonna shut up. I love you so much.
Noah, like when he starts to like know that something is finished, he starts to ramble, and then he starts to notice that he rambles, and then he like starts to like panic a little because he knows he's rambling, but he just can't stop.
I'm coming off like I'm insane. Have you
All
seen?
right, guys. Thank you, guys. Go ahead, Noah, please. Please say your piece.
Do you remember Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey and Steve Carell? When Steve Carell, did you see that movie?
Yes, of course.
You remember when Steve Carell was the news anchor and Bruce like walks in the room and Steve is like,
I'm trying to remember that.
Jim Carrey like hijacks him while he's on the air and like starts to
go. Oh yes. By the way, just quick thing. Space Force is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've watched it, but I love Steve Carell, and I think he's like brilliant and fantastic in everything that he does. And watching it is so like, especially if you're a fan of The Office, I think you would dig it. But I digress.
I appreciate it. I'll watch it. I'll definitely check it out. I love Steve Carell.
Yeah, it's really fun.